guys, it's Ryan. Welcome back to another Bake With Me. For those of you that don't know, my name's Ryan. I am a working mom to a just about 7-month-old son. I typically work outside the home in a full-time job. I'm currently working from home because of the pandemic. In today's Bake With Me episode, we're going to be making a banana oatmeal raisin cookie recipe. I don't know about you guys, but I have had all of the bananas that are going brown these days. So I have made so much banana bread, banana chocolate chip muffins. I'm looking for a new recipe, and while I was scouring the internet for something new, I came across these banana oatmeal raisin cookies. We are generally a fan of oatmeal raisin cookies in this household, so I'm hoping that this recipe will be a hit. I'm actually starting this video in my front hall because in my kitchen, which you can probably hear right now, I've got the dishwasher running, I've got my 7-month-old playing in his jumpy chair, and my dog is drinking out of her water dish. So it is very loud, and I apologize for that in advance. But let's go ahead and show you guys the ingredients that you're going to need to get started, and then I will show you the process for making these. And I will pop back in later and let you know what I think about them. Hey guys, sorry for the background noise. As I said, I've got dishwasher running, dog drinking water, and a kid playing in his jumpy right next to me. But if you guys are moms or working moms, I know this is what your weekends look like as well. So bear with me, but I'm sure you guys know and totally understand. So here are the ingredients that you're going to need for these banana oatmeal raisin cookies. To start, you will need 3/4 cup of butter, which I believe is about a stick and a half. You'll need 1 egg. You will need some cinnamon. The recipe also calls for cloves. I don't have cloves on hand, but I believe apple pie spice is going to be a fine substitute. It has a similar flavor profile. This may even have cloves in it, so I'm totally okay with that. You will need some vanilla. You will need brown sugar as well as just regular granulated sugar. You're going to need some all-purpose flour as well as some oats, and then you will need some cornstarch and actually I believe baking powder, which I have not gotten out yet. And then you will also need the star of the show, the bananas. I believe you need a cup of mashed bananas. This may not get us there, but I figured it was a start, and these were the brownest ones that I had. So let's go ahead and get cooking. You guys, I just had to pause to show you. I got a new letterboard. I've never had one before, so I was looking up on Pinterest some cute letterboard ideas, and I have to say I am so amused by this. I can't even tell you. If you guys are Starburst eaters, you know, and you got a chuckle out of this. As always, you guys will be able to find a link to the recipe in the description box down below. To get started on this recipe, you're going to cream together 3/4 cup of salted butter that you've softened with 1 cup of packed brown sugar and 1/2 cup of regular granulated sugar. Once you get this all into the mixer and turn it on, you want to let these ingredients cream together for as long as possible. There is no such thing as overmixing at this stage. I usually actually let mine run like 3 to 5 minutes until it's super light and fluffy and has actually changed colors a little bit. You will occasionally want to stop the mixer and scrape down the sides of the bowl. That way you can make sure everything is creaming together well. The next thing you're going to want to do is add 1 egg into this mixture. After you add it, you're going to want to put the mixer back on and mix all of those ingredients together. After your egg has been incorporated, you're going to want to add 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract. You then want to add 1 cup of mashed bananas to the mixer. And again, then turn your mixer on and make sure all of your ingredients are combined. Next up, you're going to add 1.5 cups of all-purpose flour to the mixture. Make sure when you're adding this, you're being careful so you don't end up with a flour cloud situation. Comment down below if you guys have any good stories about adding too much flour while the mixer's running and ending up with a giant dust storm of flour in your kitchen. I definitely have a few good stories I could tell. Next, you're going to want to add 1.5 teaspoons of cinnamon as well as a 1/4 teaspoon of ground cloves. Again, I'm substituting in apple pie spice for the cloves. We actually got the cinnamon from the Spice House at the public market in Milwaukee. Have any of you guys been up there? It's a fantastic and really fun place. I could spend hours browsing the spices. You're also going to want to add 1 teaspoon baking soda and 2 teaspoons of cornstarch to the mixture. Go ahead and mix it all up after you've added those ingredients. Next up, you're going to want to add 3 cups of old-fashioned oats. You'll notice at this stage I am being careful not to turn the mixer and let it run for a long time. At this stage you can actually overmix this, and if you do after you've added the flour, the cookies will end up being tough. I also added raisins to this recipe. I figured it seemed like an oatmeal raisin cookie, so why not toss the raisins in? In hindsight, this may be where the recipe went wrong. As you guys will see at the end of this video, the texture of the cookies, the consistency was a problem, and I wonder if the moisture from the raisins or just adding raisins in general is sort of where this went sideways. I then went ahead and spooned tablespoons of the dough onto a cookie sheet. The actual recipe says onto a cookie sheet covered with parchment paper. I don't happen to have any, and frankly, I really just never do that when I make cookies. I don't take that extra step. You're then going to put it in the oven and bake these cookies for 10 to 12 minutes or until the edges are just starting to turn golden. Soundtrack for this one for my son Jake and I was Gym Class Heroes Stereo Hearts. We listened to that while we were waiting for these to cook, as well as making the next trays of the cookies. Okay guys, here are the cookies fresh out of the oven. I apologize if the camera is a little bit shaky. My baby is sitting on my hip and helping me film this. Anyway, they spread a little bit more than I anticipated. I don't know if you can tell on camera, but they're a little bit flat. The baking soda I was using was the end of the box, so I don't know if it's because my baking soda was a little bit old or what, but they definitely are a little bit flat. So we'll see how they taste. I will give you guys the update. Okay, you guys, I don't know if you can tell, but I pulled these out of the oven and they are literally falling apart. My plan was to pack these in lunches for my husband, and I don't know that they can even hang out in a little sandwich bag because I feel like they're gonna just crumble. Okay, guys, here's what I mean. I don't know if you can tell, but they are literally falling apart. I did want to give a quick taste test though to let you know if the flavor is at least good, and I am going to try to cook the next batches a little bit longer, but honestly I don't prefer my cookies to be super well done, so I don't think even if they do hold up that I would like them. So for me, this is a no of a recipe. I don't know that I would try this one again. I think I'd just look for something else. But if anyone else has any good use-ups for bananas, please let me know. I'm definitely looking to give them a try, and let me give this a quick taste. I mean, it's literally crumbling. They taste good. The banana flavor definitely comes through. You can tell they're not just a plain oatmeal raisin cookie. The taste is good, but I don't think it's going to be worth the trouble of trying to store these and transport them. So anyway, if anyone else has any good banana recipes for old bananas, let me know. Leave them in the comments down below, and I will see you guys next week for another baking video. Bye!